Hi guys. I was kind of thinking about what I want to do for Freeform Friday, and I told you guys it would probably be things that I picked up like April, March, April kind of things that have been sitting here for a while. So it's kind of busted out, but also Freeform Friday. And this morning I was just checking some things. I was just checking some things out there on HSN and saw that Diamond Press brought in a ton of their older auto ships. So I thought that was interesting. So I'm going to use one of them today. I have two to show you real quick, but I've hauled these. I just hadn't had a chance to use them yet. So I'll have links in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. And these happen to be things that I had on auto ship, so I purchased these. But I guess it's neither here nor there. But either way, we're going to try one of these out and do some fun stuff and see how we can do this. So this is the Hidden Messages Dies auto ship. This is the thank you, and this one is Friendship. I think I'm going to work with Friendship today because it has cute little coffee related stuff. But I think they have this one. They have some of the ones that first came out with the Marquee, the auto ship. What else do they have? Just several different ones. Slimline, the Shadow Slimline, but not the one that just came out. I know a lot of people were asking about that one actually, and I don't know. I showed it to you guys real quick and I put it away. And then someone had mentioned they got the wrong one in their auto ship. And then another gal here said it was funny that it's called Pumpkins and something, and it doesn't have any pumpkins. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm getting confused. But anyway, okay, so not the most recent auto ship on that Shadow box. It's a different one. And a few other auto ships that they brought to the site. I know you guys are always asking a lot of times because if you missed it the first time, or if you're new to crafting and now you want it but you never got a chance to get it, which happened to me before, and I keep thinking about those certain things. I'm like, So anyway, this one did have an initial die set that you would need. It's the mechanism to make this work. Now, that is available on Diamond Press for, I think it's like $15 or something. Either way, the Diamond Press site, I'll have, if it's still available, the basic mechanism, this little guy, I'll have it linked there, and then there's a 10% off with my code. So check that out. It'll be in the description box again under the video here. Where's the description box, or show more, or expand it that way. Super cute. So this is the thank you set, and it's very summery and super cute with the little different items and the little doily. How cute is that? You are, and then when you open it, it says berry sweet, or, thanks, a melon. Yes, we love puns. So you can see here all the different, you are as sweet as can be, you are very sweet, thank you a bunch, thank you so very much, thanks a melon, thanks a bunch, you are the very best, and all kinds of different ways that you can use the stamps with the little die. I love that. I love that die. The little banner, you can use that on anything else. If you want to just put like thanks, then have that on a different card or something. So those are the stamps. The peach. How cute. The little strawberry. And they're a good size. I don't know if you can tell by the size of my hand, but banana bunch there and some citrus. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. There's always one that's out of control. That's a little... I appreciate you. That's funny. The cutting folder there, and then of course the dies. Again, you can use this for anything. It doesn't have to go on this kind of thing. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you can just use this as a doily and put your little same things. It just wouldn't have the aperture. But again, the aperture itself, just by itself, is available on, or at least it was, my Diamond Press. So hopefully I'll have that link for you. Hopefully it'll be available is what I mean. This is the one I want to use today, and I think we'll have some fun. Maybe we'll make a background, make it a little more artsy, because that's what Freeform Friday is about, right? Getting a little dirty and doing those kind of things. So let me open this one up. This is the kind of thing people always miss, like, if they miss it, they are very upset because of the coffee theme and all that. And this one's very trendy. So, again, a cutting folder. We have, I guess I never even opened this one. Or maybe I showed it real quick, but I didn't open it. Fortune cookies. I'm so fortunate. Oh my gosh, to have a friend like you. I love that. That's so cute. Look at the little drinks. Oh my gosh. So like a coffee, this was like a blended drink or something. Shared with a friend. Coffee and friends. Of course, all these different things go together to make sense. The sentiments. Bestie. Bestie. That's cute. Look at the little cookie. A little milk. And then we have some tea there. And the word pull, of course. Little arrow. Stamp, friendship goals. I value are, and then you have like friendship in the inside or whatever. We are, and then, happiness is a cup of coffee, all kinds of cute things in there. And then of course the dies. Again, all these dies mix and match, like these little frames that, go around the aperture. You can mix and match them with all the different ones. So we have that, and then that cuts the little cookie, the drink, the fortune cookies, the milk, little hearts, the tea, and then the coffee. And then it comes with pockets to store those in, which I really love. I try to keep them all together, so it's like, okay, here's my mechanism and here's all the things that go with it, you know? So I always keep those guys together. And then some information on how to do it. Of course, the basic thing, let me see. Yeah, they don't really go over it again in this one. So the basic mechanism set will tell you how to put it together. It's really simple. I haven't made one in a minute, but it's very memorable, right? So you have well, we'll talk about it right now when we start making ours. I'll probably go through it kind of quickly, but I do have a video where it's more in depth, but it's really not that tricky. So usually whatever I show you here, I think is pretty understandable. And then you just decorate it up. So cute. All right, well, let me grab some papers and the basic mechanism, the first one, and we'll get started. Okay, I was talking before I pressed the button, I think. So, like I mentioned, if you wanted to get the main mechanism, this is what it looks like. And again, it's on my diamond press. The other items I showed you are right now on HSN. You know, they could possibly be on my diamond press later, I don't know. But for now, that's where these other auto ships are. Oh, and when I went through all my auto ships, the other ones are like the treat box that has to do with like the Happy Mail auto ship. And when I went through there, it jogged my memory. I'm like, oh, that's right, they had those auto ships. But anyway, so I have the basic mechanism here, and the instructions do come with that. And then I have my original one here, which I don't need because I just need the basic mechanism, which is these pieces, which are these pieces. So I guess I can put that to the side for right now. I'll get it from here. And then we'll do some fun stuff here. So I think what I'm going to do is this die that comes in this new set and the friendship set covers the whole front. So I'm just going to do everything in like this beige color. I just grabbed a beige or kind of heavy duty paper, like heavyweight. So we will need, I believe it's only one of each things, but I don't remember. No, two. I was going to say there's two of one of them. I can't remember which one. So we're going to need two of this ring. Of course, if you want to color these for some reason, you know, then choose your colors, but this is pretty much going to be covered up, this whole inside mechanism. And I'll show you real quick what that means. Oh, I was way off. I'm like, I think it's only one of each. No, it's two of most of them, only one of that one. So two of this guy. So I'll cut out two of those, two of this one, and one of this one. Sometimes, depending on the kit, it might be still showing through the little topper, but this one looks like it's all covered up. So you might want to think about how you want to pair up the colors. I'll get one of these guys. I might have to grab another sheet of paper. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I think we're good here. Because I'll get this other one over here, and we only need one of this. And then the shutter, we need 5 of that. Sorry. So, so for the shutter, I was kind of misspeaking. I'm going to use this piece. I might have to find another scrap of it. I'm not sure if I have enough here. But, ooh, what is going on? See, again, I'm going to toss this as soon as I'm done right now. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to do the shutter in, I brought both these colors because I kind of like both of these colors. I don't know if I want to do it in blue or pink. It'll be a surprise. When I come back, I'll either have 5 of these cut out of the blue or 5 cut out of the pink, and I'll be right back. Okay, so there's everything, and you guys probably thought I was going to go with pink, huh? Changed my mind. I was like, you know what, I'll use blue because I hardly do that. Actually, I've been using blue more recently. Okay, so that's what I totally forgot because I haven't made one of these in a minute. It's that, let's get this out of here. We're going to glue 2 of these together so it just makes it sturdier. So I started off with sturdy paper, but you want it to be really sturdy because the person, you know, is going to be moving it quite a bit. So let's get that open. So we have one of this guy. That's like a little funky wheel. We have 2 of what looks like a nice topper kind of thing, and then 2 of this one with the little turny. And then these little guys. So step 2 is basically where we cut everything, is just to glue these together, back sides facing, so the sides that have that rough cut are going to be facing each other. And then we're going to pop in our little bits after that, so let me just do this. I'm kind of going all over this here. And here. I really like to line these up. They look perfect when they're right on top of each other the right way. Looks like one piece. What is that noise? Oh, sorry. I think I just had a delivery because I hear a lot of beeping. Yeah, it's a delivery. Okay. Yep, he's leaving. Or she. Okay. And then we have this here. And this is the front side. We're looking at like the pretty side where it's cut into, right? And it says fold notch tab on each shutter piece up towards you along scored lines. And they're talking about these little tabs right here. So this little tab, it has little tiny score lines. I'm so sorry about the lighting. Like I said, I'm going to work on that very soon here. It has little score lines on this tab too, so just follow those, kind of bring them in. Basically, they're going to tuck in so that they can pop into these holes easily. Actually, no, these are going to link into each other. But anyway, we're going to put that up towards us. This is the front side again. And then these guys, we're going to push them back. Okay, so away, back, front. Nice side facing me. So I'm gonna do that with all of them. Just give them a little boop boop, little squeezy squeeze. Push these little bits back, and I'll be right back. Okay, and step 3. These are just little circles that got cut out from the center. Sometimes I use those, sometimes I don't. We'll talk about that in a minute. We're gonna take this. These are glued together so that they look nice on both sides. So it doesn't really matter. And that's how I do it. Maybe it's supposed to be front to back here. I don't know. All I know is just pick one side to be the back, because to me it doesn't matter. They're both exactly the same. So let's say this is the back side facing me. It doesn't matter, like I said. Then we're going to turn this upside down so the back side of this is facing us, so that these little pokies will fit right in here. And they're just like, they act like little brackets. And that's it. So I'll get the next one, push it in, and the next one, and the next one, okay? So I'll be right back once I have all these little guys in here. And actually maybe it's easier to see it from the front. I don't know. I always just do what the instruction shows there, see? But I'll pop them all in and then flatten them out, because that's basically how it's bracketed in there. Okay, so that was step 3, and step 4 says to turn it over. And all we're going to do is lay these across each other. Oh, I didn't bend that one, but we'll do it right now. So that they kind of come into their circle, right? And then this guy needs to be completed. Not the biggest deal, just there we go. And it looks something like this, right? And so again, that was step 4, super easy. Step 5, I'm gonna make it so it looks exactly like this in case you have it and you wanna follow along. It looks like this, but they have pink shutters anyway. So we're gonna do that. Step 5, and it's showing you like, okay, line these guys up. So I have this little guy, and it just says to put it on top. I'm assuming the front side is facing up. I don't see why not. This is all gonna get covered up, so it doesn't quite matter. See how there's no tab here? So that's the one you want to place right here. So there's the one tab right next to that guy. Pop that one there. Pop this one through. And so all I'm going to do is go down the line and make sure all these little guys are in place. And I will be right back. You know, I always do everything in the air. I just realized like I can put it down and have a surface behind my hand to help, but no, I gotta do this in the air. And I said I'll be right back, but you know what? We did it all together. So there's everything. Okay, opened up, flattened out. So that's what that looks like. I'll leave it like this so it looks like the picture still. And then flip over to backside, which means to flip it over like this. Okay. And they kind of rotated it too for some reason. I just like to look at the pictures to not confuse you guys. And then we're just going to stick these guys down. So, we're going to bring over one of these. Sorry. So anyway, we're going to place this on top. We're not gluing it down. We don't glue this. And this is the nice side facing me. So I'm going to place it like this. And then now, I guess I should just work on the surface. I don't know why I'm doing everything in the air. I just realized I do that very often. Okay. Put that down right there. And then this guy, and I'm not doing it too tight. I'm just bringing it over. I'm not trying to make it really tight. I'm just letting it come up and over. And we're going to glue those down. So just a little glue here. I'm using a white glue, so it's going to take a second. And I'll go around and do all of them, right? So glue that one, glue this one, and the next one. And this is our tab that we're making the aperture with, so we're not going to play with that. Just glue these 4. All right, I'll be right back. Again, I'm back up in the air, but that's all right. We're going to turn this over, and now step 7 is to go over here, and then to kind of check it out, make sure everything's good. Oh, it's good. Okay. And just put it back. And now we're going to glue this nice ring again with the rough side facing down, so this nice area is facing us. And that, again, is just if you're not using a die that's going to go on top of this that covers it up. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to put glue here, and you're going to put it so that you don't touch these areas, right? So just in here, and they show you that in the picture, so I just kind of put it there. Give it some room, right? So we're just kind of in this area here. Okay, and then we're just going to put this right on top. And now we have a mechanism that's beautiful and cute and pretty, and everything's good to go there. Okay. And this is essentially the part that would be facing up, like if you had this on your card and let's say you didn't decorate this, or you have a die that's, you know, showing some of it. This backside obviously is the backside because it has these little tabs. Okay, and this is the side that's going to be facing you. Again, we'll try it out right now. Oh, you know what? I'd rather let it set up, but that's okay. So there we go. Okay. Now that we have that basic thing done, the basic mechanism, I'm going to move on to doing like the card front and all those kind of things. Okay, I'll put my mechanism here. I've just cut some of that same pretty pink paper, and 8.5 by 5.5. This was from an A4 size pack, so you cannot get an 8.5 across on the size of the paper because it's like 8 1/4 because it's A4. So you got to cut your paper the other direction, get the 5.5 off the 8 1/4 side, and then cut at 8.5, right? So it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we'll put this here. So I'm just doing this step by step. I'm not really sure exactly because I just do want to put like a little sentiment on the inside. And then we have these that kind of cut out. So I was like, well, I can probably stamp on one of these. And I have several in case I don't stamp it right. We have a few, right? All those ones, the centers that came out. So that's good. So that's going to be our card base. I cut a piece of white paper. This is really thin. I can see right through it. It's like the Hobby Lobby paper that's like basic. Because I forgot to get heavy duty. I don't know if you can, well, it's hard to tell in here. There you go. You can see through it. Anyway, I cut that to 4 1/4 by 5, not 4 1/4, that's a lie. 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I like that slim line, but if you don't, 4 by 5 1/4, easier to cut. And I'll bring out something else from my stash I haven't used in a very long time. Oh, I should have shaken this already. I'm not going to spray this because it's going to put a lot, and I want it to look like coffee, but kind of like fun and playful. So I found this sugar maple color of Glimmer Mist. And I'm just going to give it a shake, and I'm going to take it out of the bottle, and I might be regretting this, but I'm going to put this here to cover my Cricut Joy so it doesn't get messed up, or my Empress that's in front of me here. I'm going to open it and flick, flick, flick. A lot of this is going to be covered up. Ooh, need more. Hey, this doesn't flick as well as like my water bottle, you know, well, maybe because I'm being careful too. But a lot of times with my water bottle, I just open it up and flick it, and it does a good job. Okay, there we go. This whole area is going to be taken up by the aperture. So I kind of really need it to be like here and over here. And I kind of want it in one direction. I want it more like this. Yeah, I think that's good. Also, the spray bottle is probably clogged up anyway, even if I wanted to spray it. Alright, I'm going to clean off my mat so it doesn't stay on there forever and let this kind of soak in. You see it's kind of messy. I can even pull out like that tonic stamp set. Was it from last month? Stamp Club came out today, but it had like that cool coffee stain kind of look to it too, and you can do some fun things like that. I just wanted to bring in like a coffee kind of feel to it, so put it in a little brown. Alright, I'll be right back. Well, that is setting up because it's kind of soaking in there, kind of in an interesting way. It's because of that cheap paper. But anyway, I'll put this to the side. I'm going to stamp. I want to do the coffee. I'm not sure which coffee though. Maybe look like a little bit sweet, maybe. So maybe that coffee. This is a very small piece of that smooth paper I've been using. It's the Crafter's Companion. I'll link it. I try to remember to link it, and a lot of times people are like, what was the paper again? I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. So I get mine on HSN right now, and it's a pack of like 200 sheets. So it's going to last you, a good while. So I really like it for my markers. And I'm going to use, I think, alcohol ink markers. Actually, I wasn't sure about that. We'll see what happens when I bring out my markers. I feel like it needs to be like this cute little drink. And maybe a cookie. And then we'll see how we play with that. We have little hearts and other fun things that we can use. Yeah. Okay, I was just trying to think about what I want to do. And I'm going to use hybrid ink because in case I change my mind. Somebody had just asked me about inks and what I guess I prefer or better brands. I use everything, to be honest. they're all good. Right now I'm into hybrid inks because you can use them for stamping. Some of them are a little bit dry, so they're a little harder to work with. Some are really juicy, so I guess it just depends on the brand. I really like the way LUR's creative, the way Angie does hers, because she has those little jewel packs. Tonic does the same thing. They have little jewel packs, and they're both hybrid inks. I think I would say that the Tonic ones are a little drier feeling, and then the LDRS ones are a little juicy. So, And then I have all the different ones from Crafter's Companion, but those are different types of ink, like water reactive and stamping and pigment. So I think this is good. And this is an LDR's creative one. So I honestly, I don't look at them and think, oh, this is my favorite. The only thing I do have my favorite is the VersaFine for stamping like words and stuff like that. I love this. Love it. It is a pigment ink, it says, for fine details. And that's funny because I'm like, oh, VersaFine takes forever to dry. I never realized it says pigment ink. To me, it feels oily. But it just stamps so nicely. And that's kind of why you have to wait for it to dry, because it takes a while to dry. Okay, let me put these things away and I'll be right back. So this is kind of what I was thinking. I was like, well, I can do oil pastels. I guess I'll do my alcohol inks, but we do have those as an option. Just use a little water and color those in. I want to see about this cookie, because it should be like a neutral color. You know what I'm saying? How chocolate chip cookies are a little bit lighter. So let me see if neutral. I think this is going to work. Ooh, so now another reason to use the neutral family. It's like bakery kind of stuff. So I don't know if that's actually fully dry yet. Since there's a lot of dark color on there, I'm going to leave that for now. And then my drink is pretty much going to be the same kind of colors. Hold on. Let's see. I had neutral light and I went right to dark. I was going to say that did look a little different. I mean, a neutral medium. That's what I want. So I want neutral light and neutral medium. And for my drink, I guess it's going to be like a chocolate looking, right? The little kind of mocha. Let me see if I can use chocolate light and chocolate medium. So that is chocolate light already. It's pretty deep color. Okay, so I'm going to go in here with chocolate light. And I mean, that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a coffee drink, right? I don't know. I'm just going to carefully go in these things. Obviously that's ice, so I'm going to think about how to make that ice look translucent. Probably use a different color. Maybe some of the neutrals. And then medium. I'm only going to use a little bit of this guy. Kind of down in here. And then I'll go back in here. And I'm kind of being funny with it because I want it to look like, it has movement. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then maybe I'll take like this neutral light. You know what I'm saying? So that way it looks like ice cubes, because ice cubes are in there, but a little bit lighter than the rest. Not bad. And then the whipped cream, again, to give it that look. Let me see again. I'm going to go keep using the same colors. I'm just going to come around here like this. Just to give it like, okay, we touched it, but it's not actually colored in the whole thing because it's white. And then the lid can have a little bit of blue on it to make it look like we didn't forget the lid. I just go around the edges, kind of. Something like that. I guess I'll do the whole thing because it does look like I need to go around the whole thing. And then we have a straw, and I guess the straw can be kind of playful. Oh, let's make the straw like green and white. What color green is this? Green, white, green, white, green, green. That's fun, huh? A little Starbucksy, I guess. Why not? Alright, I'll do the same thing with the cookie, but I'm just going to use the neutral colors that I showed you earlier. Neutral, light, and medium. And literally just color the whole thing with the light and then just do a little medium around the edge. That's it. I'll be right back. Okay, that was fun. I will put these away later, and by that I mean I'll just like push them in there. I'll just leave them like this. This is what I normally do when I put it away. I know. That's how it is. Let's be real. All right. Somebody asked again about colors bleeding through. The bleeding is not a big deal. That's what you want. When you're, like, I can probably put more color in the center part. When you're using alcoholic markers, you really want it saturated, and that's going to give you the best color. The color is also going to become more true once it dries, and a lot of times when you're still working with it, it's very wet. What the question actually was that recently I just heard was, oh, actually somebody was watching the Stamp Club video I released earlier today and asked about Gamsol and if it bleeds through your paper and something else. It doesn't, it's clear. It doesn't matter if it bleeds through your paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. It dissipates. It's basically mineral spirits or whatever. So, like, it's just like an alcohol kind of based thing. I guess that's the best way I can explain it. Or maybe it's a different type of, anyway, who cares? It just dissipates. So, it doesn't really make your paper, like, do anything to your paper negative. I don't know how to explain that. So hopefully that answered your question. I don't know. Or maybe by the time you watch this, I've already answered it there online. But yeah, no, that's, and actually I didn't use Gamsol. Well, it is Gamsol, but it's not the brand Gamsol. I used Crafter's Companion blending solution because that's what I have. But anyway, all right. So with this guy, I can eyeball pretty well through there. So I'm going to just put some tape that I've used many times. That one's already stuck to another piece. Let's tape that down. And same thing with this guy. And I think that's all I'm going to do for now. And then I'm going to run this one through just a white piece of paper to make it look like a doily, I think, right? So I'll just run this through with some white paper and I'll be right back. You know what? As I'm cutting this out in white, I just realized our background is also white. So, we'll see. I might have to do something different. There's our little guys. Ooh, that one's kind of off. Well, I was saying, kind of fix it probably by moving this over just a little bit and cutting it again. But is that dangerous? Is that dangerous, you guys? Only because I could fussy cut it too. Let me see what that would look like. It's going to cut that piece. I'm going to do it. And if not, I'll use my own scissors or I'll just color it again. Do another one. That's what I get for not making an aperture. I'm like, no, I got this. Look, it's the smallest amount. It was just a little off, you guys. Look at that. Even better. All right. So there's that. And then we have our card base. These are bits. So I did put that there, and that's going to be white. And then we have our aperture. Well, it is lifted off from the back, though. You know what I will do? Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm okay with that. There's a lot of white, and then this is a lot of brown, so I'm going to try to bring some more color in. But I think in this center, let's use one of these little guys. Actually, even the white one that we just cut out. And we'll try and stamp and see what happens. Like I said, I have plenty to practice with. Let's see. Coffee and friends, shared with a friend. Coffee and friends, shared with a friend, no. Let me think about what I want to pair up together, because we have a lot of different things, and we'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to stamp in this pink and this blue, and I need to stamp on this. So, you know what, I'm going to use a stamp positioner, even though it's kind of a weird thing because it's a circle, but we'll see how we do. And on the outside I'll use pink to stamp with, and on the inside I'll use blue. So I was going to put, I already forgot, this one, I value R, and then friend chip on the inside since we use that little chocolate chip cookie. So, oh, so cute. And again, it's a circle, so it doesn't really matter where you place this. I'm just trying to eyeball the top and bottom of like that circle, but the rest of it's fine. This is a very light pink. Again, this is a hybrid ink. Leave that there. And I'm not going to push too hard. Now, when I use this, I'm not like really squeezing it because with acrylic stamps, they're a little softer than like a photopolymer stamp. But when you squish it, you might get some, not double stamping, but like honestly, the product, the plastic will squish and compress, and then there might be ink on the sides, and that's going to get on here, and then it's a whole thing. So I'm not super hard on it. I'm going to do it one more time just to brighten the color. I can see it pretty good. It's stamped well. I just want it to be a little more. And I'm just running this over this, and that's overkill. You literally can just go like that and you'll be good, but I'll just keep going. So again, don't push too hard. There's that. And then I was wondering if I should put this in here. I'm gonna use a white circle, and then if that doesn't work out, I'll use the beige circles. Actually, you know what? Let's use a beige circle, just to put a little other color. So I'm budding that up in there. And friend chip, and I'm gonna do this in blue, but I think it'll be look cute in brown too, just to bring that chocolate chip kind of look in here again. Okay, again, keeping that circle there. This is also a very light blue that I chose, so I'm going to stamp it probably a couple times. Aww. And that should be good. Cute. Okay, let me clean up. I'll be right back. I'm getting everything together. I realized I need to stamp this. Should have stamped that first, guys. Sorry. Just so that you don't have to do it now. So you can put pull. Pull to me seems like pull, right? So I'm going to do this arrow better. But, you know, whatever's that you want. Let me see. That's open. This is closed. So when it's closed, I'm going to have it like this. And they go this way. I'm just trying to think of how I want to place this. So I'm going to put a little arrow like that. And I put all my colors away, but let's bring that blue one back. Again, I would have done this before. We also have the word, not in the mechanism set. In the initial mechanism set, there is a die that cuts a little arrow. In the one that My Diamond Press has on their site, from mydiamondpress.com, it doesn't have the arrow die. It just has the circles and all, like that very basic stuff. Okay. And I'm just going to stick this down. So I'm going to glue this down, and then I'll stick down my mechanism with a little sentiment, and then we'll see where we want to put our other pieces. So essentially, I mean, we made this card from scratch. I even had to cut the card base. It wasn't as easy as just cutting it at 5.5 inches. Let's see. So this is closed up. And you can kind of eyeball. Do you want this hanging out? I kind of tend to leave mine hanging off a little bit because it's easier to grab. So you can place this wherever you want. But for now, what I'm going to do is this, and then we're going to pop our little sentiment inside. And that's how I do it. You know, you can do however you like, clearly. Let's see, right here, ish. I'm going to hold this down just till it's set up, okay? And I'll be right back. Okay, while I'm holding that, almost done, I'm going to open this up. So cute. Okay, I'm going to pop friend chip in there. You could have totally centered this and stuck it down, then stuck the other part on top, but this is how I do it. It just seems easier. But you want to get it past everything, right? This cannot be hanging out on top here. It has to be under all of the little aperture pieces and everything. And I'm going to put it straight, but if you want to put it at a jaunty angle, that's probably even better, because then you don't have to even pay attention to how straight it is or not. And again, I'm going to make sure that I cleared it. Okay. Make sure this is down where it should be. It's easy to kind of put your finger in there. Okay. Closed up, so cute. I'm telling you, I still have to do a rainbow one. I showed you guys how to do like a shaker card within that, so when you open it, there's also a shaker element, which is really fun. And you know, we can put a value R over here. I'm always like the type of person that wants it like right on top, like straight. But maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe it could be over here, you know, my value R, and then our little stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think? It has to go in the back. Yeah, let's go jaunty. I'm always putting things straight. So I'm putting it a little bit sideways here. Still really nice and sweet and clean, and then it has a little something fun in the background. I like that. And again, I'm going to put the cookie more prominent because of the sentiment. I'm just putting a little glue here. And then I'll 3D glue gel that cookie. I'll 3D glue gel that cookie. And we're good. I think maybe adding a little, what's it called? Like a little bow, but I think this is cute. Nice and simple. So we have I value our friendship. Oh, so cute. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Fun busted out again. I got this a while back and I've been meaning to get to it, and that's just how it is, isn't it? I know. That's how we are. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have the links in the description box. Again, I know the basic mechanisms on mydieandpress.com. The other auto ships you might not have gotten if you've never gotten to the auto ship are on HSN, but I'll have links to those things respectively in the description box. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.